Hi, I'm Kathy Anderson, and my daughter is Joy. She's 24 years old, and she is the joy of our hearts. But she has many disabilities. Amongst them is autism and Tourette syndrome and depression and attention deficit. And without these programs that Joy is in, we would just be lost because uh, Joy would end up staying home and doing nothing because she gets tired of us, family, raising her. She doesn't really want to go places with us because she's always around us. So it's really important that she has people that will come and pick her up and take her out for lunch or take her shopping or to the river to throw rocks. And these people that are helping her, they go way above and beyond the things. We're definitely getting our money's worth, when these people do take care of her. Because sometimes they spend their own money on her. And I'm a little concerned about, I don't have any retirement. I don't have any job security. I've tried to work, and it was way too difficult for the family because somebody has to stay home with Joy all the time. Developmentally, she's about 5 years old, and so it's just not an option for me to work. I've tried, and it just doesn't work at all. And so, and we do have good insurance now, thanks to Gary's work, my husband. But we don't know what's going to happen when he retires in a couple of years or a few years. And we would really like to have some kind of security. And, you know, um, one of the other things that concern me is Joy's case manager. They're very nice, and they seem to know what they're doing, but it's very difficult to get a hold of them. And it would be really nice if we had some kind of advocate that would help us in responding back and forth to each other, so that when we needed something, we could talk to somebody the same day or within the next day or something like that. And oftentimes that's not the case. And I think it's real important that the states spend the correct money um, in the correct places. We're a one-income family that lives in a two-income world, and we've made sacrifices, but we've chosen to make those sacrifices as well. But there are still times when it's very difficult to make ends meet, and we would really, if we had to pay for a bunch of extra stuff for Joy, it would just be we probably wouldn't even be able to still live in the house that we're living in at this point. So I think it's real important that the state funding and the spending is done on people, not necessarily on things or places, but I think people need to be more important than things. And I think that a union would help because we'd have somebody that's in our corner that would help us to be able to talk to people and talk to the case managers and whoever else that we need to, and they would keep us informed on what's going on. And let's see, what else can I say? I just feel that if we didn't have this, we would be stuck at home, and we would not have a very productive life because, if I can't go anywhere, I'm probably going to get depressed too, and so it would just end up hurting the people around us. And I just am extremely grateful for what I have, what I've been giving, through the government, through all of the help that we've had for Joy. And I really think that it's important that these things that she gets monies for is saved and and continues.